That's a question. Can you stay counter? You are fake news, sir. Go ahead. Can you
2 cents? Hello to my blue friends, get another spinning and they call it revolution. Loose lips, fatter than a new tits. Glass make her think it's ruthless. Deuces, 2 cents.
What's going on, guys? How's everyone doing today? I'm up here with Hank. What's up, Hank? How are you?
I'm doing good. Howdy, everybody in chat.
So we're here just for a normal Saturday live show. So how's your week been, Hank?
It's been a week. I think it was 7 days.
Yeah, it was. That's usually how long weeks are. So, anything new with you, sir?
Integrating back into the real world and trying to get active in pre-COVID activities.
Mm-hmm. Cool. All right, so there we go. The link is pinned. Anybody that wants to join, we had Lavender up here. I don't know what happened to her. I'm sure she'll be back at some point.
She got scared.
She got scared. That's probably what it was. Hey, AK. Hey, Connie. What's up, Iowa? Hank, you need to turn your volume on your stream down, sir.
Yeah, I did. You brought me up quicker than I could hit the mute.
Oh, there she is. She's back finally.
Hey, Lab.
And of course, the TV's louder, naturally.
No, it's not. Shut the fuck up.
What's up, Greg?
Hey, what's up?
Hi, Greg.
So,
Hey, Greg.
how was your weekend? How was your week today, Greg?
Cool.
Well, like Hank said, 7 days. Still.
Okay.
How about you?
Lav, what about you, man?
Yeah, it was a week.
It was a week. And what about you, Iowa, Hank?
Well, 4 days of grandkids. We're ready to send them home.
No shit. Hi, Brad.
Good stuff. Orient's in the place. We got AK Gary. A bunch of people. HB. What's going on, guys? Shelly, hey. All right, so it's been an interesting week. So just the other day, I got struck by Miss Patrick for reposting Schrodinger Cat's video. I thought that was interesting.
What?
He lost it. Greg, you need to turn this panel stream down, dude. Yeah, so he struck me, and of course I'm fighting the shit out of it. So yeah, the video got taken down, and from what I understand, I think other people got struck too. So he is really digging his own grave on this one. He already lost for this video, and the fact that he's doing it to other people, that's just, I mean, this is in spite. This is ridiculous. You know?
It just goes to show his stupidity.
Exactly.
Yeah. YouTube.
He's more likely going to lose this one.
I can't see YouTube looking on that in good light.
Well, here's the thing. Like, what it does to me, it brings to mind. YouTube just sits there, and when someone cries that someone's doing this, they simply, instead of investigating themselves, they just say, "Okay, we did it. We're good. It's all outside of our hands now." Essentially, they wipe their hands of it. It's ridiculous. Hopefully, if he keeps doing this and on these, it will, shed some light on exactly how he's using these methods to just, be stupid.
Well, couldn't he possibly become the boy who cried wolf one too many times, and nobody will pay attention to him even when it is legit?
Well, that's why he's using his mom's name to do the copyrights. But I'm sure at one point he's using his name. I think the last time I dealt with him, he's using his girlfriend's name. So, I mean, he's obviously going through places to, people to use to, fight these things since he keeps losing. Go ahead, Hank. I'm sorry.
I'm sure it's just Patty using his mommy's name because he's already shit the bed with YouTube using his own name for frivolous strikes.
All right, so Izon says, oh no, I'm sorry, it wasn't Izon. Patty. Cheeky said, Patty got 8 more days before he has to either sue me or cancel the claim, or YouTube will reinstall it. So, yep, he's that's what's going to end up with me, and he's going to deal with it. And if he was trying to get, who knows what he was trying to do when he did it, but yep, it's not going to work this time. So good luck. Hello, Kimber. Hello, Thomas. So yeah, so I know I'm not the only one that probably he struck. I'm sure there's a lot of people who did it. From my friends, I don't think Kit got struck yet. Anyone else who did it didn't. So just if you guys do mirror it, more likely he's going to just fight it. Get in touch with Schrodinger's cat. He'll help you get right through it. If you guys do post it, and he does tend to strike you, it'll only look bad on him. So, I think that will be a good thing in the long run. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think, Laugh?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, another person that mirrored it was also struck. So that's just another person for the lawsuit. And hopefully sooner or later, I mean, I don't know how we can do it, but somehow we have to be able to get through to Google, YouTube, whoever, that this process is extremely flawed.
I agree. I totally agree. It's very, very flawed. Because you would, I think, in a perfect world, you would think that if somebody strikes a video, they would at least run it through a system that of videos that have already been reviewed and one out. So, but I don't know.
At least make sure the video that's getting struck is the person's video that is claiming the strike.
Yep. No, what they do is they remove it and then they give the person a chance to start a legal process, which I get it, but at the same time, like, it's like a lot of people use it just to get information on the other party. They're using this system as a weapon. They're weaponizing it, and it's ridiculous.
Yep, and YouTube's allowing it so far, which is pathetic.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'll keep you guys apprised to what's going on. I sent it in. It was yesterday, I think. Yeah, last night. And so I probably won't hear from anything initially from them till probably, I'm guessing, early next week, if there's some issue or whatever. So,
well, on the brighter side, Patty is seeing it all over the YouTube if he's striking them.
That is true. That is true. How can you strike others for mirroring a video that hasn't been approved? This is really exposing the flawed system that YouTube is employing right now, and I think this is a good example of it. And hopefully something can get done about it. We'll see. So if you guys haven't already mirrored it, if you guys plan on doing it, if you do it, make sure you get in touch with Schrodinger because he will be able to help you if and when Patty does decide to strike you. Just so you guys know about that in case you did that in the future. All right, so first I wanted to show you guys. All right, so I got an email about this new auditor. Well, he's not really new, but I've never heard of him. His name is Callie Tito. So I go on this Callie Tito's webpage, and I'm going to show you real quick. I go on, and I'm checking out his content, and I go through his because when I go through someone's content, my first initial come through an auditor, I go through their community posts and all that, right? So right here, we have, I'm going to share my screen here in a second. All right, here we go. So here we go, Callie Tito, and he says, guess who's going to sue the F out of the CBS Sacramento for all these death threats I'm receiving on behalf of their false narrative selectively edited, misleading, libelous story they did about my videos. Can't wait. So, and then he has a example of kind of like what he's receiving. Now, I was like, that's interesting. First of all, just without any details, uh, what are your guys' thoughts on? Is this going to work for him? Do you think does he have a valid thing? I mean, I don't think so. Just based off of seeing what they put out there, they're usually they're really good about making sure they don't get stuff like that out there. And all they did was say his channel name, and it's not their fault if he puts in his email in his email. I mean, in his YouTube page, right? They can't be held responsible for giving out information or anything. What do you guys think? Just initially,
I agree.
Watch it
Yeah.
on the TV. Kenny, I know you're in the Sacto area, I believe, aren't you?
I'm near, yeah, and yeah. So this guy, I didn't even know, I haven't even heard of this dude before, but apparently I was watching his videos. Yeah, he's all around this area.
Well, I was just wondering if you watched it on saw the story on the TV station.
No, I haven't watched news in forever, so no.
Okay.
I have not seen it. Like I said, I got an email about this guy. I checked him out, and this is what I first saw. And then I decided, well, let's go take a look at the story, right? Let's take a look at the story. So now we're going to take a look at exactly what they posted about him.
We get to take a field trip.
Oh boy.
We're going to take a field trip, and hopefully they don't shut me down.
KXTV.
Does everybody have their permission slip signed?
Make sure you have your permissions signed. Lavender, make sure. We don't want to get in trouble here.
I did.
All right, here we go. Let's check this out.
But first, Sacramento firefighters are speaking out about disturbing videos posted online. Thanks so much for joining us tonight, everyone. I'm Elizabeth Kling.
And I'm Tony Lopez. A man coming up to crews with a camera while they're on emergency calls, often peppering them with foul language and intimidation. Tonight, we're getting reaction from those on the front lines. Sacramento area firefighters are facing some new challenges on emergency calls.
What's your name, public servant? What's your name?
This video showing a man behind the camera verbally confronting fire crews.
Shut the up and do your job.
Coming right up to firefighters with taunting language.
Get your hands off me. I dare you to touch me. I did not touch you.
So it's extremely concerning to us.
The Firefighters Union spokesman says run-ins with this man have happened on multiple occasions.
He's antagonizing people. He's insulting them. He's trying to get a rise out of them. That's not acceptable behavior.
I would like to know what his motive is.
Former Sacramento Fire Chief Walt White, who now sits on the Metro Fire Board of Directors, says the confrontations appear unprovoked.
It's unfortunate that you have somebody out there who's looking to incite them. The crews conducted themselves professionally, kept their focus on their patients.
Have a good day, buddy. Buddy, fucking clown.
CBS 13 reached out to the person posting the videos, but he responded with a false phone number. The account has multiple videos showing police and fire incidents. In the videos, the man asserts his right to film in public, which is protected by the First Amendment. But firefighters say his confrontational behavior goes too far.
Public safety, for lack of better words, is under attack by certain people, and it's viewed as possibly the enemy. When the reality is, as firefighters, we're here to help the community.
So far, fire crews say they have not had to contact police for assistance.
All right, so there you go. Now, after watching, I watched it a few times, and I honestly can't see what they did that was so horrible. They showed some of his videos. Yeah, obviously they showed some more of the bad interactions. They didn't really show any of the good ones. But I mean, to me, it looked like that story. It let the viewer decide what they wanted to say. Yeah, the police, the fire departments, and EMS were upset, obviously, because of some of the things they were saying. When I went back and I looked at a few of his videos, I'll tell you this: I don't have enough information to give you guys my honest opinion on him. Other than I've watched a few of his videos, there are instances where he has good interactions with the cops. There are instances where he doesn't. I can think of one instance where he was just filming and he just happens to see some guy like way off in the distance. The guy kind of looks at him. What? Do you want me to come and film you? It's like, well, the guy was like, no. It's like, oh, you turned around when you're stop and looking at me. So I thought maybe you want me to film me. It's like, really? Is that really necessary? Come on. He stopped and looked at you, dude. Get the fuck out of here. You're being an idiot. So yeah, so I don't see that story as being. I don't think anything's going to happen. I thought they were fairly. They let the videos do the talking for them, and they were letting people, yeah, they didn't show any of the good videos, but I mean, they did state that what he's doing is protected by the First Amendment. But the firefighters say that he's going a little too far, which is true. That's what they feel. That's what they think. So that's what they're going to say. I don't think he's going to win this lawsuit if he goes through with this. Hank, what do you think?
I think most of your First Amendment auditors are going to think he's a dickhead for that. I mean, most people in America still see firefighters as heroes. It's not like going after cops where you've got a lot of people with today's environment that see cops as open game.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Iowa Hank?
Well, first off, he wouldn't stand a chance. I mean, just because the TV station said, Cali Tito was the guy doing it. He puts his email out there. Well, that's his problem, not the TV stations. That's number one. But number two, to do it in California, where you have a very liberal legislature that's liable to say, let's stop harassing firefighters, police, and emergency personnel. They're going to have a law that they can film all they want. Keep your damn mouth shut.
Hey, Kenny.
Hey, Gary.
Kenny.
Yeah, Gary.
Do you know that there's nothing on out in the chat? There's no picture.
There's no picture?
It's just, there's no picture, no sound. It's just the that bank of whatever that stuff is.
It's you, Gary, because I'm seeing it fine on YouTube.
I'm gonna go look and see if it's there, because.
Yeah, well, it was like that just before I came up here.
Is your YouTube paused?
I don't know.
Yeah,
It might be.
Over here, and it's fine.
Yeah, it says
okay.
live to me. It's showing. It's fine.
Okay. I just, it was just stuck on there for me. I guess it's just me.
Yeah, and there's nothing in chat saying it's stuck. So.
When you tried to mute YouTube, you probably paused it.
I might have.
Well, Eyes On.
Okay.
Eyes On said it was buffering for him, so maybe it was buffering for other people too.
Well, it wasn't buffering. It wasn't doing any of that.
All right, somebody's got it on in the background now.
No, Gary has his TV on.
No, I'm turning it off right now, lad. I just turned it off.
He didn't want you to be the only one getting your TV.
See, Lav? Someone does have it on.
Yeah, but it wasn't me.
I didn't say it was you.
This time.
Hank.
Okay.
No, it's someone who's on right now.
Lav, did you get my email?
I think so.
Okay, good. You didn't change your email address any.
No.
When they shut your channels down and everything, and didn't affect it. Oh, okay. All righty. Well, it should be in there then.
I apologize.
I got your email too, Gary.
It was me. I was.
Hi, Taco.
Hi, Lavender.
Where'd you come from?
He's probably while you were probably uploading your video. It's probably when he came up.
You know what?
Just saying. You wondered where he came from.
And it's not Taco, it's Squad Lead Taco, the space pilot.
Okay. Well, that's too much to say.
All right, so I don't know, Gary, did you see the video, and what is your comments on this? Just get back to what we were talking about.
I didn't see any of the video.
Okay, well, never mind then. Taco, did you?
I didn't. I had a blank wall.
I was too busy typing out my name.
Lavender?
Nice excuse.
I didn't see it, but I heard it. And I don't think this dude has a leg to stand on.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It doesn't look like he's gonna. Yeah, and Artie's up here saying he has no leg to stand on. Yeah, right. He's just fucked. He's upset.
He's just echoing me. That's all. Artie,
Oh,
I
yeah,
love
he
you,
is.
buddy.
Oh, the truth is out. Already gets
The truth
illegal
is out
opinions
there.
from Lav.
Yeah.
We all know now.
And
Yeah,
Glenn
Cheeky Monkey said you
Serio's
forgot.
new target now are post offices.
So
There
Cheeky
was another
Monkey
one there was another
says
one
that
this morning in a different town in
But
Montana.
are they new videos or are they just rehashed old videos?
I think they're new. I didn't know. I don't know really. To tell you the truth.
Well,
we're going to take a look at the new one, so we'll be able to judge it a little later. But hold on, before we go, let's continue with
I
what's
wasn't
going
there.
on now here. But let's continue where we're on now. We're gonna show that video and we'll get to it then. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Okay,
He gets one little shot and he's barely functioning. Come on. I'm just kidding, Artie. Just kidding.
Shiva.
Hey, Shiva.
All right, so yeah, so I think he's pretty much just he's butthurt about situation, and I'm honestly, it doesn't feel good to get death threats. I know, but it's like when you're going out doing stuff like that, you're harassing firefighters.
I just
EMS.
get excited
What do you mean?
Yeah.
with death threats.
Okay. So
It just means that I may possibly be able to shoot somebody in the face.
Uh-oh. You have anybody in mind?
Oh, I have a lot of people in mind.
Okay.
Continue, Kenny. Go ahead.
So yeah, so
you have her permission.
My inner psycho is coming out.
Okay, visiting Lav is definitely crossed off the list.
No, it's okay to visit Lab. You just have to let Lab know you're coming.
Wave the white flag first.
Yes.
Okay,
So showing up at your door with a hockey mask and a machete would be a bad thing.
Bad idea. Yeah, bad.
That's why I use drones.
I'll shoot that fucker down too.
Violate my airspace.
All right, so let's get back to what we were talking about here for a second. Sorry.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah. So, what about people in the audience here think? What do you guys think? Give me a 1 if you think he's gonna fucking win and there's nothing that can be done about it, or 2, he's fucked. He's just crying about over spilt milk. I think there's gonna be a lot of 2s. Maybe some 1s just out of, just to put a 1 in.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Randy.
So we got 2 2s. I could be Cheryl. Oh, hell no. Really? All right, look.
Hi,
if you're coming up here.
Wow.
Holy cow.
I knew we'd give 4 from Shiva.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, right.
What were the choices again? I'm sorry.
1 was if you think he's gonna win. 2 if you think he's being stupid and idiot.
Okay.
Okay, so here's your
dun dun dun.
Okay, so
boy.
you're gonna have to like stay on topic though if you want to be up here, okay?
Who, me?
Okay.
No, not you.
No, me.
He's gonna win millions. Yeah, I highly doubt it. Odin thinks
Who's gonna win what?
Of course Odin thinks so. This auditor is upset because a news station made a story about him and he's receiving death threats over it, and now he's gonna sue them.
Okay.
So yeah. And I was just want to gauge if everyone thought that he was gonna win, and no one thinks he's gonna win.
Hey, can you guys tell these folks who Rebel is?
I don't know. I don't know who you are.
Oh, Rebellion City the Third. I didn't put the name up though. Yeah, I'm conservative, the best conservative talk show in the East Coast. late night talk show. Late night talk show.
Shut the fuck
Co-host.
up.
Where nobody.
Well, it's a fact. It's a fact.
No, it's not.
Oh, well, yeah, it is.
No,
you're already off topic, and that's not what we're talking about. So if you're here to promote yourself, you can go back down.
No, I apologize. No, I'm not doing that. Okay, let's just talk.
Okay. All right. So next, we are going to take a look at Glenn's newest video. Now,
Cool.
see. I'm not sure if it's new. Now, there's people think it's new. Some people think it's not new. I have no fucking clue. So I just want to check it out. So here we go.
Squirrel lives matter.
Glenn.
It said squirrel lives matter.
Yes.
Not the topic.
At the post office.
Okay.
Appropriate that he walked across the handicap zone.
Well, that's the thing. He doesn't worry about following any rules, laws. He just just goes across the street. But again, well, I don't know. I don't know about Montana. If he really is in Montana, I don't know if they have jaywalking laws or not. So,
Well, I'm just referring to the handicap part.
Is jaywalking a charge when you waddle?
It could be.
Hello.
Did you just run a marathon or something?
It was those 4 steps.
That's what it was. The 4 steps. Got it.
He's just completely out of shape.
Well, he is A shape.
I'm just taking pictures.
Yes, but pear isn't the
you guys
shape
close?
one goes for.
Okay.
Wow, it's a really shitty quality of video too. How blurry it is.
It's
What do you shoot this in like
That's
240,
crap.
360?
180.
At least, right? Something really bad.
What law is that?
Or just an extremely dirty lens.
That could just be that easy too.
Or a very cheap cell phone.
Well, I'm allowed to do it.
I'm allowed to do it.
Hey, Southside, welcome.
Is that policy or law? I'm not going to answer any of your questions, sir. Okay.
She might be an auditor.
I know what you mean. Not allowed.
So you see all the postal employees are wearing masks. So it's possible that it's new, but it's also possible that it's old. I mean, I guess we really have to have somebody that super follows Glenn like every post to know if he's real. And if you look in the comment section, there's nothing that said, "Oh, repost." Like if you go to Patty's or what's his face, High Desert Community Cop Watch, they'll let you know if he has a repost or Earl, but no one said anything about a repost. So he might actually be in Montana.
Well, I think he got kicked out of the state of Washington.
And the question is, if he got to Montana, he couldn't drive, right? I mean, not legally.
Who knows?
He traveled.
Yeah, he traveled.
Yeah, he traveled.
We don't know yet because I think his sentence is on the 24th.
Okay, so we don't. So he technically could still have his driver's license right now.
Technically.
Okay, that's interesting.
No, you told me it's not allowed. That's what you said. So.
Which one is this now?
Glenn.
Glenn?
Auditing USA.
Oh, God.
Glenn Serio.
Oh, Glenn. Post office audits are the stupidest shit in the world.
What's up? What makes you think you're specifically being recorded?
Does anybody want to take this? Why would he think
camera
specifically recorded? Maybe because the camera's pointed directly at him. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just being silly.
Around you. They could be
I mean,
pointing at
most
you,
people
but
just
they could
don't
be,
have their phones out
looking at the
and
shipping
carry them
menu.
out in front of them like that.
international shipping rates. You don't know.
There isn't a box big enough to ship you internationally, Glenn.
Trying to what?
Let's make one.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'd be tempted to try.
And
Like
no
how
air
they're just
holes.
ignoring them.
We'd have to put the way overweight sticker on it.
I actually work at home. I'm
Okay.
self-employed. There's a lot of.
Appreciate that.
I love people that just invade people's privacy like you do.
Well, unfortunately, it's First Amendment activity allowed to record in
You know
public.
what? There's a lot of stupid activity that can be covered by a lot.
Okay. Well, you keep working your hard labor job.
I don't.
Making your minimum wage.
I don't. I
Oh,
actually work
God.
at home.
Okay.
Self-employed. So is my wife.
Sure looks
We have
like
a
it.
nice 6-bedroom.
Sure looks like it. Well, let's make some assumptions about Glenn based on face value. But let's go ahead and do that real quick since he's making his assumptions. Hank, what do you got for us? Face value, Glenn, go for it.
Glenn's a homeless man who lives in a van down by the river.
Okay. Iowa Hank?
I was just going to say the same thing, except under a bridge.
Laugh.
Dumpster fire.
Taco El Bay.
All right, so Glenn is giving this guy a hard time for working a hard-working job and making a living for him and his family. Meanwhile, he makes approximately like $3,500 a year on YouTube. Congratulations, you can't even afford to eat McDonald's a value meal each day for a year.
Yes, he probably spends more than that on bail each year.
Probably. Gary?
Beluga whale.
Rebel?
I think that he's a moron, and he's just trying to make extra profit off of something that shouldn't really be recorded based off of it being so boring in a sense. I don't know. Like, it just doesn't make sense.
I agree. Paige?
Glenn looks like a escapee from the local mental hospital who's wearing someone else's clothes.
And they're too small.
Yeah.
Ooh, I got better. Glenn is basically Chris Farley if he had no sense of humor, but all the rest of the idiocracy.
No.
That's a good one.
Except his bit would have to be Fat Man in Little Pants.
Yeah. Fat guy in little pants.
Tommy boy. All right, so let's continue with this video here.
Sure looks like it, huh?
Look at you. You look like you just got out of the bathroom or the tub.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Burn.
Wow.
Good. This is good.
I'd be more apt to say he just crawled out of the toilet.
Yeah.
You're the one that's here.
I'm not complaining about nothing. I just.
Pigs are doing that. Shows that you don't have anything better to do or more constructive
Okay.
to forward your agenda.
Sure.
Than this. Thank you.
If that's what you
Everyone.
believe,
It's what I know.
I love how he's like, I know you are, but what am I?
That's pretty much all it is, yeah.
It's like you have a background in law, so I do.
Oh, okay. So sue me. Take me to court.
It's not that kind of law. It's the kind of law. Lock your butt up.
But do it. Lock me up.
I'm not.
Come lock me up.
It would be a waste of my time.
You can't do nothing. You're all talk. You're all talk.
Go
dude.
sweep the legs, Glenn. Sweep the legs.
Right.
Just grab the packing tape and just start
funny,
wrapping it around his mouth.
They think they're stars, but what they really are the same ones that are in jail.
Sorry, I don't go to jail. I don't have a criminal history.
Oh my God.
Moron.
That's a lie. Oh God. All right.
And I've only been recording for 6 minutes, not 10.
Sir, I'm just trying to do my
That's the only true thing he said. It's we're at 6:20. So yeah.
Actually, for the rest of us, private citizens, we don't want to be part of this. You're still doing it. I know I can't ask you.
So stop me. Stop me. If you think you have the right to stop me, stop me.
I don't.
Okay.
I'm just saying it's really immature.
So then quit crying about it. Quit whining like a baby.
Oh my god.
Yes,
Quit
somebody
whining
is crying like a baby, but it's not him, Glenn.
Exactly.
Do what? Take a
And
picture.
it's not her
Let's
either.
call a cam back.
Taking a video back, man.
That's a cam back.
I want. Yeah, it is because I got a baby in my face.
Okay.
He's calling this a cam back, but I actually have a really irritating guy that has no point.
Hey, Mr. Armadone. Hey, Clash.
So this is him. Everybody look.
A cam back of a humpback.
Thank you.
Can't even read.
They're all wearing fucking masks.
You can't
They're
even
wearing
read,
fucking
dude.
masks.
Come on. I'm not doing nothing. I'm recording. I'm responding to him.
No, but see, now he is interfering in their business. So now they actually do have a reason to ask him to leave, because at first, if he didn't want to engage in this gentleman here, they really had no reason to ask him to leave. But now they have grounds to ask him to leave because he's completely interfering. He's causing a scene, making himself part of the story, as we like to call it. And now he can be asked to leave.
Yep.
Definitely.
That's like a form of activism.
Those are idiots.
Him.
Yeah, I know.
It's all on video.
It is.
It's all on
You have
video.
to take it to court, not me.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Glenn doesn't believe in activism because it has active in the name.
Yeah, that means you have to actually do something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he activated his phone.
Well, butt dialing somebody doesn't really count.
That buddy could call China.
Dial his whole contact list.
So I guess he's not calling the cops.
Wait, is that a Carhartt shirt? Take that motherfucking shirt off. You do not deserve it.
Funny black stretch pants.
That's not Glenn.
Yeah, that's not Glenn.
That's the guy at the counter, or was it the counter?
Rebel sucks dick.
Yeah, so you can tell that's not Glenn because the belly's not hanging out from the shirt.
Oh, fair enough.
And his clothes fit.
And the pants look like they fit.
So that guy just stated he was there for 10 minutes or something.
That's false reporting. That's a crime.
It's about 10 minutes. It's about 10 minutes. I mean, give or take.
It's only been 8:44.
Give or take 8-10 minutes.
So that would be about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I do when dipshits like this start filming? I just fucking ignore them. I'm like, fuck it.
Well, that's
I'm
what
on
people
cam-
should do. But
Well, I mean,
they don't
you're on-
know. You know, they don't. They
You
get
shouldn't
all.
be in a post office.
No.
Well, I mean, there's cameras all over the post office anyway.
See those
You're being
doors right
filmed.
there? That should be outside of those doors should be the lobby. Once you come through these doors here into where the counter is, that should no longer be included in.
Wait, is that Polly? Polly, get out from under
Foyers.
me. Get out from under me.
Polly's a bottom.
Oh,
But he shouldn't
well,
be in the
okay.
fucking post office to begin with.
Rebel sucks dick.
You're right.
Poster
All right,
7.
Polly.
Yeah, except I'm the one showing respect and you're not.
Look,
All right, so poster 7
Stop
is
right
all right, guys.
now.
Yeah, let's not do all that. We're
we're having fun.
staying on
This
topic.
isn't Paulie's channel.
Oh, Polly's gonna fire up a stream now.
Let him.
That's all right. He and Rebel can go
Anything
fight
else?
over there.
Yeah, they can
I
go
hear
play.
them fucking fight.
It's all good.
Look,
Polly's already gone.
I really got better stuff to do. That's why I'm having respect here and letting this guy do a show.
All right, so in poster 7, pretty much, he can't be in there. I mean, I know they like to cherry pick the law. We had this conversation, me, myself, and Hank had this conversation with Rogue Nation the other night, and he was trying to convince us. We couldn't convince him he was wrong. He couldn't convince us he was right. We kind of like just parted ways. But I think a lot of times when they think that authorized personnel is only pertaining to the the postmaster, but it's not, because when the postmaster's not there, it's whoever is above them, whoever's in charge, any supervisor that's there. They could be asked to leave for any reason.
Yeah, but nobody's asked him to leave yet, right? We're
No,
not.
no one's asked him to leave.
No. The
They
clerk
will,
asked
I'm
him-
sure.
No, the clerk already asked him to leave twice.
Oh, he did.
Okay, I didn't. Yeah, I
She
didn't hear
did.
that either. Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, then he should leave.
Yeah, he should, but they're so used to winning these arguments, with this, because people, unfortunately, when it comes to situations like this, people aren't familiar with the wording of Poster 7, how things are. So in order to not make themselves look like an idiot, they're just going to say, you know what, fuck it, I'm on camera. I don't want to say or do something stupid, be out there on the internet. So they're just going to err on the side of caution. So that's why I think a lot of times they get away with when they are in these situations. My personal thoughts on that.
Well, they subliminally taunt people subliminally. That's what they're doing. They are intentionally just taunting somebody and saying, "I know you are, but what am I?" type of stuff while recording, and that's the way they justify it. And then if they get hurt, they say, "Ah."
That's not subliminal. That's active.
Well, yeah. In a sense, it's active and subliminal, though. Like, it's a psychological thing as well.
Either way, can I just say, whether it's legal or not, it's just douchebaggery. It's stupid.
Oh yeah, agreed.
Like,
agreed.
And people like to call me a auditor defender. I'm not. I am in certain situations. I feel like government accountability is certainly necessary. But when you get these idiots just going out there to cause problems, then it makes the real community and the the real activists look bad, and that pisses me off. And no, Adam, I'm not. Hello.
Hey, Pat. All right, so let's continue with this. So it looks like he's calling the police to try and get them to come out here. So I guess we'll. Really? No, I know he's not going to talk to anyone about fucking wearing goddamn sandals. When that kid shot up to him, he was wearing sandals too, right? If I remember correctly. When Braxton was filming him, he was wearing sandals, so he ain't got no room to talk.
No, this guy, he's got like earmuffs on and shit. Cold?
In Montana?
I mean, that guy's got sandals on. This guy's fucking
there-
earmuffs and shit.
That would be
Weird.
evidence that it's not recent. It hadn't been that cold in Montana recently.
Yeah, because it's like May. There's no way in hell it's cold in Montana right now.
I'm sure he's double masking.
Yes, double masking by putting earmuffs on. Okay.
Well, you need to protect your ears from COVID as well. I mean, there's an entry point.
You don't.
It's an entry point, just like your eyeballs.
Seriously, please.
Let's get back to this.
All right, so let's see. Okay, here we go.
This dude is harassing me.
God, that haircut.
I asked him to stop. I asked him why he was doing it. He didn't answer. Okay. I got a little aggro, and then he started saying things like, "I need to go back to my minimum wage job and low income." He stop filming.
That is stupid. Why are you complaining to the cops about that?
Can someone go? Can someone go look? Can someone go look to see if it's rained recently in Montana? That would tell us if this isn't recent or not.
Well, I saw one guy with a mask, and this guy's wearing a mask. So I mean, it's gonna be semi-recent.
It looks like spring.
Raining. It's raining.
The cop has just got this expression like, "What the fuck?"
All right,
Yeah,
so
it's rained recently in Montana.
It has. Well, okay, then it's possible that it's recent.
He's continued to try to egg on the process. You're not allowed to film behind the post office.
Technically, the post office isn't public property.
No, you weren't.
Incorrect. Incorrect.
Am I correct?
How am I incorrect?
No phone law?
You're
Always
you're
love the way
listening
he
to the,
interjects
you're
himself
listening to
into
the video.
conversation.
You're listening to the video. He said the dude was incorrect.
Oh. Sorry.
Glenn is
My
not
bad.
talking to you.
It's Saturday. I'm half drunk.
We're communicating with the screen.
Okay, guys. So if you guys
Rex.
want something to say,
Rex.
if you guys have, you guys have something to say, just let me know. We could pause the video and we can have a discussion about it. But it's just to hear the audio when people are talking over. Okay, thank you.
I gotta go, guys. Thanks for having
Hi,
me.
Taco.
All right, Taco.
See you around Taco El Bay.
Yeah, take care, Taco.
Taco Hill Bay, I love it. All right.
What's 2 plus 2? What's 3 plus 3? What's 9 times 9? You don't know nothing.
Okay. So I just was they seemed intimidated. I didn't like it. They didn't want to take responsibility. And I just asked them to stop. Followed me around and said, "I don't stop. I'm trying to do that." He said, "You don't do something." Okay.
So, in public, obviously, this is different than in here. I don't know what their exact.
This is public. This is the post office, government facility.
I'm just recording.
Quasi government facility. Quasi.
Yeah, it's not a totally. Yeah, it's not a government facility.
They get their money through the sale of the supplies, the stamps, and stuff like that. The pensions and all that stuff that comes from postal employees is not coming from taxes at all.
Well, I mean, the post office runs in a deficit all the time.
Oh, sure.
Right.
Well, because the politicians spend their money on
Well,
other things, and then they have to pay them back.
But the thing is, but the post office isn't an entity to make money. It's a public service. They're not supposed to make income. They're supposed to provide a service to the citizens. But that's a whole nother topic.
Yeah, that's a whole nother tangent we could get off on. So.
But yeah, no, I think what you're meaning is they're not in the business to get rich. The post office, the post office isn't there to get rich. Yeah, they make enough to supply, to hire people to run their business, but they're not they're not big pharma. They're not looking to get rich. Like this, whoever's in charge of the post office isn't sitting in fucking their own Learjet, smiling.
Well, here's the
down
thing.
on
People are already disagreeing with me. Google it. The post office is not supposed to make income for the country. So Google it.
Google doesn't have all the information out there in the world. It's
all right. Do something else. However you find information to be factual.
Yeah. I'm just saying. Though.
Fact check.
I'm
just saying.
Pick your poison. Yeah.
I'm looking at the weather for Livingston. Rain last Saturday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and Friday. So
it's possible it was recent.
Well, is there not a date on the video when he posted it, or no?
Well, when he posted it, but yeah,
but not a date.
That doesn't prove the date.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
My God, look, he's got a little watermark now. I didn't realize that before. It's a shitty little watermark for a shitty channel.
Is that his little red car right there behind the police car?
No. Is it? I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Well, that one appears to be
You
running.
mean the SUV?
No, the truck.
It probably is a cop.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
It looks like a Dodge Durango.
That's Russian. Huh?
Looks like it's a police car, though.
Do you have an ID on it? I don't.
Yeah, it has tinted windows.
I don't.
No, push bumpers are not just on police cars in Montana.
Nor is tinted
True.
windows.
Okay. Crime's been committed.
So we're investigating this right now.
What are you investigating?
What's going on here?
Call you sergeant.
Assistant right there.
Okay.
My sergeant's right there.
Okay.
So, were you inside when this occurred?
What's that?
Were you inside when this occurred?
Yes, I was.
Okay. Well, can you tell me a little bit what happened?
I was filming the post office. Inside the post office, he confronted me several times, told me to stop recording. I couldn't. It's my First Amendment right to record in public. And if you read Poster 7, photographs for news purposes and advertisement are allowed. So, unfortunately, I've committed no crime. Bye.
How much do you want to bet he rewatches his videos every second of every day?
While eating Cheerios out of his belly button.
Well, it wouldn't be lint because his shirt doesn't cover his belly button.
Am I being detained? Wayne, am I being detained?
We're just trying to figure out what was going on.
Okay.
And we got a call that there was a disturbance
Sure.
at the post office. We're trying to figure out who's involved.
And you realize that that's false reporting. That's actually a crime. What he just did. That's actually a felony.
No, it's
What?
false reporting.
Okay.
That if there are people yelling at each other or
Okay.
whatever the case is, then that would be a disturbance.
I wasn't yelling at nobody.
We don't know that because we just
Well, I have the video.
figure out what's going on.
I have the video.
So I get, just out of curiosity, what's going on? Why are you here reporting
So let me take you inside and explain something to you. Show you real quick if you guys want to. Let's go inside real quick. I don't want to.
How's it going?
It's going.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Now, is he going to open it for them? Probably
This
not.
is Poster 7. Rules and regulations governing the conduct of the post office.
Okay.
If you read below, photographs for news purposes and advertisement and commercials. So.
And commercials.
What the fuck?
It's right in front of him and he's getting it wrong. I mean, wow.
I think does it say something like for commercial purposes or something?
Yes.
So is this like a commercial that he's doing? It like,
Oh Lord, it's right in front of him and he's getting it wrong. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, he's playing at being a journalist.
Well, I think he's pretending like he's not reading it. He's this is what.
I'm pretty sure Glenn's not capable of reading it for himself. Somebody else has read it to him and he's got it memorized.
Yeah.
Wrongly apparently.
This is allowed per regulations by the post office.
that guy's
I'm
face.
not telling you that it's not allowed.
Right.
I just asked you what's going on.
I just told you.
I told you out of curiosity. Why are you recording?
This is a First Amendment protected activity.
Okay.
And I'm exercising my right.
I'm not arguing that with you. I'm just asking
I'm
you
giving you
why.
an explanation.
Well, no,
I'm exercising my
You're
right.
saying that you have the right to do, but you're not really saying why.
I'm exercising my First Amendment right. Makes sense?
Because I'm an asshole. That's why.
You just woke up today and decided, I'm going to go to the post office and exercise my First Amendment right.
Pretty much, yeah.
That was awesome.
No, I want to see all three of them whip out their batons and beat the crap
Look
out of
at that one guy. That one guy's like, "Oh, what the fuck?" He's scratching his head. The other guy's like, "You just decided to wake up and come exercise right to the post office today."
He's like, they're all like, I wish I would have ignored this call.
He's trying to figure out if there's a law against
I'm just
public
trying to
stupidity.
understand, that's all.
Like, do you do it at the gas station, the grocery store too, or?
Police stations, courthouses, government buildings, anything owned by the public. I'm allowed
Water
to walk in
tanks.
there with a camera and film.
The post office isn't owned by the public.
I mean, we understand all that. We're not disputing that. I'm just, what is the purpose? That's because I don't know.
I'm trying to.
That's what I said.
Give you a great answer.
Officer Porn Stash.
I'm exercising my right, right? So if I don't use my right, we lose it, right? Use it.
No,
lose it, right?
not really, but I'm just trying to understand. That's all. I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm not trying to say that. I'm obviously not telling you that you can't do it.
Right.
I'm just trying to understand why you're doing it. That's all.
This is not something people do this all the time.
You guys can't tell this is not Glenn's strong point. His strong point is when he's bitching at the police, arguing with the police. Trying to have an intelligent conversation with Glenn is just futile. And this officer is learning this firsthand.
Yeah, you might as well turn around and bang his head on the wall. Yeah.
We no.
Okay. Well,
So
it sounds like
very few people do it. You do have the right to, but the encounters we have with people doing it is very low.
Okay, well,
so this is probably why it's odd why we're here talking to you.
right. So basically, I'm here to show like good and bad sides of government officials. So like today's bad, right? Look how many police we have. Look at what the guy said.
Well, hold on now.
I got like, give me the
good and bad side of government officials. That guy was not a government official.
Correct.
So, and he got upset. He decided
For
there
what?
was a disturbance.
For what? For what?
And he called us, and we responded because some.
Why is he upset? Because I'm holding the camera?
He called to say that there was a disturbance here. Okay.
What disturbance?
That's why we're here.
There is
Right.
this
So
disturbance.
really, what you do is you
That
show
one
up,
cop
you
is
try to
just like, God damn it. This fucking
Sure,
guy.
this
Can I go back to
Yeah,
work
this
now?
fucking guy.
Yeah, we're gonna. All right, so I want to hear what this cop has to say. He's
All right.
say that there was a
All
disturbance.
right, I'll mute up.
Okay.
What disturbance?
That's why we're here.
There is this
So
disturbance.
really, what you do is you show up, you try to get somebody to react, which you did,
No.
and then you show up, and then you want more reaction.
No. He.
Does anyone dispute? Does anyone?
Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner.
Completely
We
nailed
have
it.
a winner.
There you go.
Winner,
It didn't take
chicken
him that
dinner.
long. Give that guy a promotion right there. He deserves a promotion. He figured it out. And so basically, you just want a reaction. No, yes,
He
yes.
broke the Da Vinci Code of auditing.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
Da Vinci.
Now, what do you think Glenn's retort to that is going to be? What do you guys think?
Something completely ignorant.
I know you are, but what about?
But I'm allowed to.
Lav, what do you think?
The Constitution.
Yeah. Iowa Hank, what do you think?
Poster 7.
He'll probably say it's in his constitutional rights.
This is my cock, and you can suck it.
What do you think, Gary?
He'll scream out Constitution. Sure.
All right, let's see.
Did that on his own. Nobody asked him to react.
But now you're acting.
Wait. He did that on his own. Nobody asked him to react. So it was. That makes no fucking sense whatsoever.
But
Like,
this is
all right,
Glenn.
Lav. I'm gonna punch you, and no one asked you to react to my punching you, Lav. You're the wrong one.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Right? Fucking idiot.
Glenn's Book of Logic.
God.
But now you're saying that us coming here was a bad reaction of government.
Because you're misinformed. You have
No,
to be.
we're not.
You have to be educated.
Oh,
You have
God.
to be educated.
Oh, shit.
Pause.
Our dispatch.
The look on his face said it all.
Exactly.
It was like,
Yeah,
we
exactly.
need to be educated, right, motherfucker?
Yeah,
Jeez.
absolutely. The look on his face said everything. That was great.
You all are the dumbasses, not me.
Right? Nailed it. All right, let's continue this.
There's very little time to gather information and start
Sure.
sending
Yeah.
resources.
Okay.
They're done.
I hope that you have a good day.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
But the post office wants you to leave.
I will leave. Okay?
Okay.
But I'm gonna tell you something.
I don't want to hear it.
You don't want to hear it.
Oh, that's fucking great. I don't want to hear it. Just fucking go. I'm done with you.
I don't want to hear it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna leave.
Okay, have a good
Under
day.
threat of arrest, right?
No.
Well, you told me to leave.
That's her favorite thing to say. I'm going to leave under threat of arrest or arrest
No.
or whatever. And someone says that shit too.
He said the post office wants you to leave.
Yep.
Then followed by Glenn saying, okay, I'm going to leave.
Yep.
And the officer saying, good, have a nice day.
Exactly.
Uh,
No
Right.
threat of arrest.
Is Lav, you were a police officer. Is have a nice day code for you're under arrest?
No.
Okay. Just checking.
Leave, right?
The post office wants you to leave.
And if I don't leave, I'll be arrested.
Well, I didn't say that.
No, but I'm assuming
I don't know what they want. If you
Okay.
refuse to leave, I guess we'll go there. But they want you to leave.
So you're the chief of police.
I'm the assistant chief of police.
Okay. Well,
Would you like my card?
Sure. I'll deal with you later.
Okay.
It's funny. It's funny now. It's funny now.
That's funny now.
It's funny now.
Maybe you can give me a call later and educate me.
No, I think a lot of other people will do that for you.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, God.
It's unfortunate when you don't when you don't know the rules, but you bark orders.
they're just walking away like this motherfucker.
Walk of shame.
I wonder if the Billings Police Department will accept a case of beer for the assistant police chief and his.
Oh God, yeah, he did a fantastic job.
Oh yeah, anytime. Yeah.
That's Livingston, Hank, not Billings.
Oh, Livingston.
Yeah, Billings is the other one, but the one from Billings is about twice as long, and I mean, except for the postal workers give them some shit.
Well, what people like this don't understand is that postal workers and cops are people just like you and me. And once they've had enough shit, they've had enough shit. You know what I mean? They're going to react just like we would react.
Absolutely. So there we go. Me personally, I thought Glenn definitely wasn't in the worst shape as far as the audit goes. He was still stupid, idiotic. It was a horrible audit on his part. The police, I thought, did a fantastic job. The assistant chief definitely deserves some accommodation.
Did they arrest him or no?
No, he left.
No, they walked away. They were like, "Fuck this shit, I'm out."
Yeah, they asked him to leave. He left under threat of arrest, even though they weren't going to arrest him. And that ended. And now he's talking about how he's going to educate them. He's going to call them, and there's going to be this call flood. You know how they just the same old shit they like to say. So I thought the officers did a great job. Glenn, of course, failed miserably. He looks like a utter tool and fool in this one. Hank, what do you think?
Yeah, it's Glenn being Glenn. Complete fail. The staff and the police officers did a very good job. They never reacted negatively to him.
Well, they tried to reason with him, and
Well, we
failed.
know that's gonna be a fail because we know who Glenn is. They don't.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah. Iowa, Hank, what do you think, sir?
I was just going to say, can't reason with stupid.
Very true. Very true.
Gary?
His next target will probably be a library.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
The librarian will just go, shh.
Paige?
Which is
I think Glenn is a moron, and he needs to stop going into post offices and screaming at police officers for no reason. Look, sometimes Glenn in particular is just a complete tard. That's all.
Well, he's trespassed from Walmart, so he has to go somewhere.
You not come here anymore.
And now,
when you trespass from one Walmart like he was, you trespass from all Walmarts worldwide.
Yep, that's right.
That's all right. I'll get trespassed from Walmart. I hate Walmart.
Lavender.
Anyway, Paige.
What did you think?
What?
Huh? You heard me.
I heard you, Rex. What are you saying?
You're drunk anyway, just like me. So.
I'm not right now. I'm getting there.
What are you drinking?
All right, so let's just continue on with what we're doing here, guys. Hold on, sorry. Lavender, what do you think? That could just get into a whole different debate. Sorry.
With that background, it looks like Paige is peacocking.
I am a peacock.
She's getting her cock on.
Well, are you trying to say you're male because only the males have the back tail feathers like that?
Well, that's to attract the female.
Sure.
We got to look pretty. Males got to look pretty.
Okay, so here we go. So we're going to get back on track here, guys. Lavender, what do you think?
I don't even think she's here. Oh, wait, there she is.
She keeps every time she goes to talk, someone else talks, so she mutes again. So everyone just shh. Lavender, what do you think?
I think Glenn's a piece of shit, and you cannot video in the fucking post office.
And I said it better myself. Clockwork Rex, what do you think, sir?
Oh, that guy's just an idiot. Yeah, he doesn't know the law and doesn't. Yeah, I can go where I want and I can do what I want. No, not if it's fucking private property. You can't.
Absolutely. All right, so
limited
Go
public
ahead.
forums, you can't.
All right, so for people who are just joining, welcome. Make sure you guys sub to Lavender Mexican 2. She's starting back up on her content. So if you haven't done that, please do. Also, I just want to let you guys all know, I got struck by Patty for the people that are just coming in when I reposted the video that Schrodinger did. Don't worry, I'm fighting it, and I probably will win. So just for all the new people, just to keep you abreast, I'll keep you guys all up to date with any information as it comes to me regarding that. Make sure you do sub to Lavender Mexican, and we just watched the Glenn video. So now we're going to move on to we're going to watch a Joe Cole video. Now, if you have been with us for a while, you've seen we covered a video about a very similar situation another auditor had in regards to like crosswalk that maybe wasn't seen as a crosswalk. Joe Cool found himself in kind of a similar situation. And I wanted to do a video on this, but I thought it would just be a much better video for a discussion on. So I decided to save it.
Say his name one more time so he can appear.
Joe Cool.
Okay.
3
There we
times.
go.
Wait, can I just, Kenny, did you say you wanted to keep everyone abreast to the situation?
I did.
Nobody ever uses that term. I'm very impressed.
All right, so here we go.
Well, just let me say this before we get started here.
Go ahead.
Private property is a lot like Discord. If you come into my Discord waving your dick around, I'm going to ban your ass.
Ooh.
And
Does that
it's not
happen a lot?
By the way,
it's happened a couple of times. Yeah.
Joe Cool.
am I the only sober one up here? Come on. Come on.
I'm quite
Really?
sober. I'm quite sober.
Tim,
I'm
I don't
quite
think
sober.
you're sober either.
Yeah, I'm very sober.
I don't drink,
sorry to
so
hear
I'm
that.
extremely sober.
It's too early for me.
I'm all hopped up on cardio.
I'm sober.
Cardio meds.
Oh, well, it's after 5
big
here.
cheater.
So fuck all of y'all. I'm drunk as I want to be.
I'm about 37 months sober.
Nobody is drink shaming.
It don't matter. If y'all want to drink, y'all can drink at 6 a.m. I knew people that did that. It's all good.
It's 5 o'clock
All right, so
somewhere.
it's 5 o'clock somewhere. All right, so here we go. This one entitled, Can I Have Your ID, Please? Joe Cool, let's check this out.
Oh, wait.
Just
All right.
give him your fucking ID.
What?
Jesus Christ.
Any guesses on how many times he says blow me?
No.
Good guess.
I say 4.
Oh,
I say
wow.
4.
Cool. Oh,
4.
sorry.
I'm gonna go with 3.
Ooh. Kenny's taking the Price is Right approach. Take the lower number. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with 6.
I bet $1.
Oh.
I bet $1.
So Adam
5.
says 15.
I got
Iowa
the
Hank
number
says
5.
5. Live, what do you think?
2.
Okay, 2.
Ooh.
Gary?
Undercutting Kenny.
5. Definitely 5.
Someone already picked 5.
Can
All
we
right, great man.
can we also make how many times he says N-word?
Ooh. Okay. That
Okay,
one I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna-
go with like 11.
I'm gonna go 5 blow me's and 15 N-words.
All right. Paige, what do you think?
This is great. Poor Joe.
Who's gonna keep track?
I'll keep. So someone needs to keep track of one, and then I'll keep track of the other. I'll keep track of the inwards. Someone else keep track of.
And
blow
we
me.
can also take bets on how many times Paige will snort during the video.
No bet there.
All right, let's go.
How many followers do you have?
Just you and your mom.
Does she like you?
Your mom loves me, baby.
Oh, that's low.
You like his intro though.
Yeah, it's pretty fly for a white guy.
The hell is this?
Hi, good evening. I'm Officer D. Benedetti, Tucson Police Department.
What's going
The reason
on,
I'm
man?
stopping you to talk to you right now
Yeah.
is you're walking on the wrong side of the street. Do you have an ID, please?
I don't. What do you mean? Well, I just crossed the street. I didn't walk down the street.
The crosswalk is on this side of the street.
This is a crosswalk right here.
Yes, sir.
This is not a crosswalk.
No, there's not any street sign. No, sir.
This is obviously this is an intersection. How is this not a crosswalk?
Do you have an ID, please?
I do not have.
Okay. Upon first impression, the poles here are indicating it's not a through street. So I would assume that not only that there's no paint there. I mean, yeah, it looks like there's, the way the sidewalk is kind of made. I guess one might think so, but I'm thinking Joe's in the wrong on this one, just based off of preliminary. What do you guys think?
Well, I mean, Joe's probably new to this area. Laws are different places you go. They have different definitions of a crosswalk. So,
is the road opposite that one that's blocked off? Is that an open road, or does that go into like a parking lot or something? So I guess I'm asking.
Right there. It looks like it's going into a neighborhood or a shopping center.
Oh, okay.
But you definitely can't pull between those poles. I mean, yeah.
Unless you're on a bicycle or motorcycle.
Now this is what a policeman told me a long time ago. This was years ago. It may not still apply. I don't know. And I didn't really see where he went from where to where. He said, but from any corner you can cross if you just walk from, across the street. If you go diagonally, no, that's jaywalking.
It
I get you.
All depends on the city, right? I mean,
the local ordinance.
Yeah,
the local ordinance.
I think it just depends on the state.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure. Did that say Tampa police or?
I'm not sure where
Tucson. They said Tucson.
Oh, Tucson.
Oh, he's in Arizona. Well, he's fucked.
I don't know about you guys, but again, to me, trying to grab somebody for jaywalking, kind of lame.
Well, he might have just been educating them. Then he got the attitude bounce back, and
he didn't really get an attitude back. Get attitude though. He said, stopping. So I mean, he really just kind of went to him, and yeah, he's getting attitude now, but no, I mean, he was looking to get him for that, and he just walked up to him. He said, "How are you doing?" "Oh, I'm doing all right." And then he said, "The reason I'm stopping you." So there was no attitude.
Yeah. Joe seemed like genuinely surprised. So.
Well, I mean, if that pole on the right there, if you walk from that pole to the two pillars, whatever they are, over there on the other side of the street, if you walk straight across, that's not jaywalking. But if you walk across the intersection, then that is jaywalking.
But here's the thing, and I think the reason the cops getting on him, because if you look on the opposite side of the street, look right there. That is a crosswalk. Right there. Right across.
Yeah.
That is a crosswalk.
I see that now. Yeah.
That is a crosswalk. So
you could have walked to the left and went across, and it would have been fine.
And the officer was trying to tell him something about signs when Joe cut him off to say no, he wasn't jaywalking. That was a crosswalk when.
Yeah, especially with the crosswalks right there. Joe's wrong on this one. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But honestly, I don't see why the whole jaywalking is a major thing where where Joe acts legitimately surprised and asks his ID. It's like all you have to say is like sir, in the future can you use the crosswalk over there. I mean, that's just me though.
Yeah.
I think they call that de-escalation.
Yeah, but I mean, come on. Regardless, you know someone's coming up to you. They just cross right there, and there's a crosswalk right there. I don't think they maybe needed to ID him and stuff. They could have just. I think they could have just done it. I don't know why they decided to ID him, and maybe I don't even know if they ended up writing him a ticket or not. But
profiling, that would be my guess.
Or some
is Arizona a show on demand?
Well, I mean, even if it is, I mean,
Well,
up to this,
I was just asking.
The video is really necessary.
Well, I mean, it depends on your local ordinance. I mean,
So
it really
what
does.
would Lavender do?
Yeah, what do you think, Lav?
Yeah, what would Lavender do? That's it.
It's not a crosswalk.
But would you be harassing him?
I don't even think you say this is harassing.
That's my new T-shirt. I'm gonna get WWLD. What would Lavender do?
And he hasn't demanded the ID yet. Some departments, their policies when they're having an interaction with somebody that they're gonna have, he might be having to be doing a report on this since he's doing or added into his log, which because he's confronting somebody, whether it's just on educational purposes or what, but whenever you confront somebody, departments will want to ID the person that you're having the interaction with.
Yeah.
And it's not a demand. So far, it sounds like he's just asking politely for the ID.
Yeah. Didn't he say, do you have an ID? I think that's what he said.
But come on, think about it. He told him that there was a traffic infraction. Now he wants his ID. He's gonna get that ID.
Yeah.
It's not just hey, yo, man, how are you? Can I see your ID? No. I mean, he's gonna try and get it. I mean, I think that's obvious.
Well, let's see how it rolls. I mean, so far we're
speculating. So let's go ahead and see.
An idea, and I'll speak to Supervisor.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, just out of curiosity, are you willing to go to jail for failure to identifying yourself?
I don't. Thank God. I'm trying to tell this guy, we came to the light. So going to cross at the crosswalk, where the ramp goes down to show there's a crosswalk.
See, the problem is there's a crosswalk right across the street, so he's done on this one, in my opinion.
Well, but he did point out that there's a ramp.
But it don't matter.
That doesn't mean
it
that
doesn't
it's an
matter.
automatic crosswalk. It means that sidewalk was created there. It has handicap accessibility. It could be from 20 years ago.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean it's a crosswalk.
And there's a crosswalk less than 100 yards away, Tim. I mean,
well, yeah, I get it. I mean, believe it or not, I mean, it sounds like I'm thinking what Joe's thinking. Believe it or not, I mean, I'm just surprised. I mean, you would figure that a ramp would have a crosswalk. For handicap.
Well, no, because think about this. Think of a store. Think of a store parking lot where there's a crosswalk. There's a ramp, right? But on the other side of the sidewalk, there's a ramp too. Why? So someone who's going through a wheelchair can just walk down the sidewalk, go over, cross the thing, and still be able to do it because there's a ramp. If it was just a step up like normal, they wouldn't be able to have access, right?
Yep.
There you go.
There I go. You educated me.
Did Tim just bark?
I don't know.
I thought last
doggy that barked.
All right, so let's continue. Let's continue the video.
This guy is threatening to take me to jail. Hey, Joe, just so you know, Joe, this is Brandon Williams, the guy that ripped my arm out of the socket. This is the guy.
He's trying to identify you. Is that what we're understanding?
Correct,
yeah. Okay.
Yes, but I've broken no law.
I didn't cross right there, sir. That's where the designated place to cross is, right?
Yes, that means both sides would be a crosswalk.
What kind of logic is that? Oh, we gotta get Joe on that one. Joe, what kind of logic is that? Someone go get Joe because I gotta understand that logic.
Yeah.
I'm
Can we keep a
I'm
pause
really
for 1
surprised
second?
he's not here yet.
Keep a pause for 1 second. I say all bets are off for the blow me and the N words because he's edited too much.
Yeah.
You see
Adam,
what
yeah,
crossfades?
there are unmarked crosswalks, but you are not going to see two crosswalks side by side on both sides of the street unless, well, no, you're not. No, I guess it depends. There are some opportunities that there are like that. I take that back. But regardless, if they were going to put one there, why wouldn't they put one just there? They would have easily have done it if there's a busy intersection or something. They usually do stuff like that. But no, there's just no. You cross at a marked crosswalk. That's just the end of the story. All right.
And not for nothing, guys. I jaywalk all the
Obviously,
time.
this is an intersection. See what this is? That means to go over there to cross where the crosswalk.
Oh, really? Okay, Brandon, you see it, dickhead.
Right? No, that means to cross
This
as
is
well.
this is a fucking moron that ripped my arm out of socket. That's why I can't hold my arm up. I can do this.
That's what you're doing. I say I broke no law. For a lawful purpose.
No, I see not. If it is a lawful purpose.
You already explained that to you.
And don't wait because this explanation. I've seen crosswalks from 50 years old.
Sorry.
Decision, you're a dickhead, Brandon.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah,
sir.
I think
That's my decision. Cowards. Look at all these cowards behind me. Tucson Police Department.
get your pen pad. I'm gonna identify Joe. This is under threat of arrest. I will go to jail if I don't ID.
Yes, sir,
Yeah.
you're required to identify yourself.
No. What I asked you is.
No, it's not. I'm telling you, you don't identify yourself, you will go to jail.
You guys know what that is?
I do not have ID.
First name?
His name is Joe. Joe.
What state is your?
All right,
I'm not
cool.
helping you. I gave you what I'm required to give you by
Oh.
law.
All right, Joe's coming. All right,
We're
Joe.
not buddies, man. You're trying to hit me up and lock me up. What?
Yeah, but you still.
Nobody wants to lock you up, sir.
I gave what I'm supposed to give you, name and birthday by law. I don't have to assist in you trying to arrest me.
He wants to lock you up. They want to strap you into a fucking chair.
It's
like
fucking
he
insane. Look at this.
That's
Someone
what they do.
jaywalk.
John, what's your middle name, sir?
Right here, Bailey Williams. He's gonna strap you into the chair. You know.
I don't know who he talking about. That's not my fucking name. I don't even know who he's calling.
And you,
This is your job,
Pause.
yo.
Pause.
To take people doing shit
Hold
like this. Oh, look.
You notice Joe was not did not waste the opportunity to focus in on that ass of the woman digging into the car.
And he didn't. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Joe's really got a leg. Joe, I'm sorry, bro. If you're listening, you don't have a leg to stand on here. The crosswalk was nothing but 50 feet away from you, dude. There's no choice here. Yeah, maybe they didn't have to be a dick and enforce it like they did, but I mean, they have every right to, What? I mean, they have laws there for a reason. Yeah, it's up to their discretion.
Well,
but,
they're not enforcing a jaywalking law right now. Right now, the fact is he refused to ID. That's the problem now.
Okay, fair enough. You're right. You're absolutely right. Correct. Yep.
There's nothing saying they've made a decision on writing him a ticket or anything else, but other than
That's true.
asking him to ID in their investigation.
That's true. It's a good point.
Yeah, when the cop asks you for your ID, your insurance card, and your vehicle registration, fucking hand it over.
Yeah, if you're in a car, but if you're just walking, you don't have to.
Can I ask one question that hasn't been asked? And I actually just noticed it. I didn't realize that Joe was not alone. He was with somebody. Is it possible that the person he was with might have history with? Well, actually, he already has a history with those cops. He said he ripped his arm out of the socket. So maybe that's why the cops kind of pulled Joe and the other guy over. Maybe.
Well, no, they didn't pull him over. They didn't pull him over.
You know what I mean.
Joe and the other guy were crossing the street.
Right.
And Joe, what's up? You're here.
Yeah.
Now, Joe, here's the thing, Joe. Why didn't you just cross over the 50 feet to the actual fucking crosswalk?
First of all, it was a lot less than 50 feet. Right?
Oh, I'm sorry. So that's even worse.
Okay. It makes it even worse. Yeah.
47 feet. 47 feet.
But picture
Whoa.
this. It's a street right there. All right, lady. There's a street right there, and both sides got a ramp going down and up on the other side. One has painting on it, one does not. They're literally one side of the street here and the other side there. One has painting, one does not.
Now, to the normal layperson, that would mean you can cross on one and not on the other, but not to Joe Cool.
Well, Joe Cool happens to know that you can cross on both. Eric Brandt run a famous case doing that shit.
Okay, you realize
Eric Brandt's doing 12
you
years.
realize
in prison.
So
I probably wouldn't follow him.
Don't
Just
bring
saying.
Eric up, bro.
you realize different areas, municipalities have different regulations governing.
I would agree. I looked up the one for that particular town, and it's in the video.
What do you mean it's in the video?
I paused the vid and I put what the law is that you can walk across an unmarked walk, and I paused it, and you can see it in the vid later on.
All right.
So you guys obviously haven't watched the whole vid yet.
No, we're 3 minutes in.
And I'm already getting towed up.
Oh, look, based off the fact that the crosswalk is visible in the video itself, to me, it's like it's open and shut, bro. It's open and shut.
I thought so too, but in my way.
We'll see.
Okay.
Let's see. We'll continue the video.
And in your editing, were you editing out blow me's or your?
No. This isn't
monetized.
Are you sure? But you got money.
This isn't monetized.
I know. We're like 3 minutes. We're 3 minutes in. We haven't heard one blow me, so we're kind of.
I don't think they're already. Maybe a couple fuck yous. I don't know. It's not monetized, so it'll be in there.
3.5 minutes. 3.5 minutes, and we haven't heard a single N word. I am very disappointed in you, Joe.
I'll be shocked if I don't fulfill that one.
You actually haven't said it once. We're taking bets on how many times you say both.
I'll be shocked.
All right, so let's go with this.
He walked outside the yellow line. I get to go in his pockets. This is your job. When you pull up behind people, no one says, I feel safer, a cop is behind me. They say, I will be victimized. This nigga is going to follow me.
That's right.
And extort money from me. This is your job at your best. And you wonder why. No one thinks, officer, I want to be a cop when I grow up. Not now. Not now. People want to hurt y'all. Niggas shooting y'all, chasing y'all down and shit. Other shit like this, motherfuckers across the world protesting in the streets, bro, right now. Because of this disdain that you have now, this nonchalant attitude, this unwillingness to make the world a better place, which is what you thought you signed up for. It's an easy thing. Here was your opportunity. All you had to do was say, don't harass that man. He crossed the fucking street. Bill, I didn't sign up for this bullshit. But you back him on that bullshit. I'm going to take you to jail if you don't let me know who you are. We want to know. My fucking constitutional right says I should be secure in my shit, right? Fourth Amendment. Means nothing. You found a way around it.
I don't think that's really a fair thing to say to him. He didn't find a way around it. You provided a way around it.
All right.
You know what I mean? You broke the law, so he didn't. It's not like he's looking for reasons. He saw a reason. It was like, maybe the cop thought, is this fool really blatantly just going to cross a crosswalk? Cross right there and come in. I was just going to sit in front of me like I'm not going to do nothing. I mean, he could have took it as a challenge.
Again, Joe, in your defense, I still think that it was all because of the guy you were with.
Exactly. I think it was because he knew Tuck. They had a history, and he couldn't wait to get me.
Who are you with? Who are you with in this video?
Tuck Police Suck. Tucson Police Suck.
Nice name.
Yeah, that's gonna make him popular amongst the law enforcement community of Tucson.
That's kind of like one strike.
So what, we have 2, 3 N words?
None yet.
No, we're at 3.
I don't need you that close, sir.
That would be nice.
I am. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay, I'll absolutely. Thank you.
Be nice.
Okay. So I can't find any information on you.
That sucks. I gave you what I'm required to give you by law. That sucks, doesn't it?
No.
Okay.
It just means that I can't identify you, which means that you have a wallet right here, and you're not providing me with any information.
Oh, well, that so sucks. I gave you what the law says. You gonna somehow tell me I have to give you more than what the law says I have to do? And you're gonna talk me into that now?
Am I yelling at you still?
No, but you're steady asking me for shit that legally. You got me on some crosswalk shit that's already bullshit.
Did you give me your full name though?
Fuck you.
Carl.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Apparently, apparently, this section is okay to walk.
Yeah, so you see the painted crosswalk.
I do.
Look at the signs here.
Yeah.
So you have the crosswalk signal.
Yeah.
It actually has the arrow telling you which direction to go.
Yeah.
So you hit this, you wait for the light, you can cross on that.
I can't believe he's actually explaining this to you.
He does it about.
Well, Joe,
5
did you
times.
take notes?
He does it about 5 times.
Jeez, okay. By the way, what's up, Carl? Jeez, this is crazy.
Sorry, Joe, I got to pick on you.
Painted crosswalk,
Right.
and the signal tells you.
Right.
There's no painted crosswalk over here, and there's no signal button for you to push.
I've seen no law or no town that says absent a button or painted because
So
paint
when there's
fades.
one
Wait, please don't be rude and interrupt. You're telling me to hold on. I've seen no law or something saying absent this, it's a crime to cross, which is what it sounds like you're telling me.
What I'm telling you is when there is a crosswalk provided, literally, 20 yards away from where you are, there's a crosswalk provided.
Yeah.
You have to use that crosswalk.
Yeah. Well, what makes this not a crosswalk? It's
Because-
You really just asked what makes this not a crosswalk, Joe.
yeah, I'm right. About 10 or 20 seconds, I'm right.
Lavender, can you explain to Joe why that's not a crosswalk? Maybe you said being former police yourself.
Well, I believe the
Elaborate.
officer already covered that. So
Maybe we can get Sesame Street's Grover in to explain it.
It's your guys' contention that if there's the painted crosswalk, over the years the paint fades. You cannot use that anymore. It's no longer a crosswalk.
Well,
then why
I'll
can
give
I
you
see
this.
it on
I've
the
seen-
other side of the road?
I've seen crosswalks. I've seen crosswalks where they have the painted sign, but it's still there, but you can't use it as a crosswalk because there's a sign on one side saying this is not a crosswalk. So usually when stuff like that happens, they will paint like that. They usually keep that up.
They
There's the roads.
you'll see. I believe it says if they don't want you to cross there, they have to have signage. I think that's going to be in a little thing that I put up in about 20 seconds.
Let's see.
Identical to this.
It's not identical. You see the painted lines right there?
Yes.
Okay, and you see this little button, and
Right.
the arrow, which
Right.
indicates you can cross this direction.
Right.
This button, right?
Right.
It's not over there.
So we're
That's
back.
the difference.
We're back to the same thing I just said. If
Near.
this button isn't here and the paint isn't there, it is no longer legal to
Far.
cross. Is that what you're telling me?
What I'm telling you is in this situation where you are,
Yeah.
you literally are 20 yards away from a painted, dedicated crosswalk, which is right there.
Yeah.
There's Grover for
You're
you.
repeating yourself. You're not answering my question, but you're repeating yourself. I'm answering you. My question is, if this button is not here and the paint is not there, it is no longer okay to cross? I've broken a law? You keep telling me button, paint.
This is a civil infraction because you have a dedicated crosswalk right there. We can both agree to that, correct?
What about regular? You keep telling me there's a button here, and I say yes. What if there was not? Can I still cross?
Well, we're not in that situation right now.
I didn't say we were. Hypothetically, you're capable of doing hypotheticals,
We
yeah?
can play the hypothetical game all day long.
Okay, well, let's play it right now.
Right there.
That's
Unmarked
what we got.
crosswalks.
There's an unmarked legal crosswalk across any intersection unless signs prohibit pedestrians from crossing. Motorists are obligated to yield to pedestrians in unmarked crosswalks. Wait, hold on. I didn't get the rest of that. Hold on, I didn't get the rest of that.
That was motorists have to yield.
And unmarked crosswalks, just as they are obligated to yield to pedestrians in marked crosswalks.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think that,
That's posted.
I-
You can cross
but-
an unmarked crosswalk unless
but
posted.
I see what you're saying, but that is when there are no crosswalks present. If there's a crosswalk present, you can't just cross willy-nilly across the street where there's one less than 50
Well,
yards away.
Part of the law. Maybe in my haste, I didn't read all of them, but I felt that one vindicated me. Maybe there was one after it that said, unless there's a marked one 20 yards away. I doubt there is, though, Kenny.
But I've seen some of these crosswalk when I was looking up the stuff for when we were doing we were talking about Acura Amanda and what happened with her. There were some similar cases where they're saying if there's a marked crosswalk, you can't cross at just the opposite intersection.
Well, wait a second. At the beginning, it said Can you go back to the
Yeah,
how it
there's right
starts in
there.
the
There's
beginning?
an unmarked legal. Okay.
Hypotheticals, yeah.
Play the hypothetical game all day long.
Okay, well let's play it right now.
Unmarked crosswalks. There's an unmarked legal crosswalk across any intersection, unless signs prohibit pedestrians from crossing.
Okay, there is that intersection has a marked crosswalk.
Yeah.
So that makes this not relevant.
Yeah, it's not relevant at all.
It says it is legal across any intersection. It does not say unless there's 120 feet away. It says
No, it says there is an unmarked legal crosswalk across any intersection. You're reading under unmarked crosswalks. There is a marked crosswalk. It's just on the other side of the intersection that you crossed.
Yeah, now you need to look at the marked crosswalks, what it says under that, because the kids say you can't. If there's a marked crosswalk present, you can't cross somewhere. I bet you it's going to say that under that. See, this is if there are no crosswalks present. You got two sides of a street. Then this would go into effect. But since there was a marked crosswalk, you're not in the right on this one.
Well, it's ironic though that the button to access the crosswalk is actually in the spot where Joe actually came into that didn't have a crosswalk.
No, he's on the other side of the intersection.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So I thought that was ironic.
Arizona statute 28793. Okay, Arizona 28. What is it? 28793.
793. Yeah. I mean, Cheeky looks up the statute. He couldn't just tell us what it was. Jeez.
All right, here we go. It says a pedestrian crossing a roadway at any point other than within a marked crosswalk or within an unmarked crosswalk at an intersection shall yield the right of way to all vehicles on the road. Okay, a pedestrian crossing a roadway at a point where a pedestrian tunnel or overhead pedestrian crossing has been provided shall know. Between adjacent intersections at which traffic control signs are in operation, pedestrians shall not cross at any place except in a marked crosswalk. There it is right there.
Oh.
They is, Joe. They were right.
Joe.
Sorry,
there it is.
Joe.
He'll come back and we'll make sure he understands that. Thank you, Cheeky.
100.
See, now I understand me. So, all right.
Oh. Did you hear that, Joe? We found it. You were wrong. Here it is. Now here it is, Joe. This is Arizona 28-793.
All right.
Between adjacent intersections, which is you were at which traffic control signals are in operation, which there were.
Yeah.
Pedestrians shall not cross at any place except in a marked crosswalk.
All right. I stand corrected.
Wow.
And that's why I like it, Joe. You can admit when you're wrong.
Exactly.
Hey, Joe, you know what? You would you be willing to make a video of you like apologizing to that cop?
No fucking
don't push your luck.
No.
All right, so let's continue to see how this one ends.
I had to ask.
All right.
Joe gets
And thank
tasered.
you for whoever took
Let's
the time
play
to
it
look
right
that
now,
up.
and let's say there's no. Yeah, I apologize. You're absolutely right. No. He's right. You're right. I apologize.
You're a gangbanger, though. That's the difference. Gangbanger.
Look, I've been nothing but polite this entire time.
You're a gangbanger. You're a polite gangbanger. I know. You know, there's the polite bank
Bro,
robbers.
I
and
don't
there's a lot
know
of
who
polite
you're with,
serial
but he's a jackass.
He's a retard.
He's making things worse.
He is a giant jackass. You need to find better friends.
There's nothing wrong in the gang.
Hey Joe, there are white people are smart too. You can find some white smart people.
Let's just try a little harder.
Or what is it?
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of ones that were the nicest guys in the world.
But they're in the gang. They're killers, and they support the gang. And you're a gangbanger. That's all you are. Shut the fuck up about it. Shut the fuck up about it.
How did it get
Yeah,
this
you
far?
do got a tough job to support motherfuckers giving tickets and all of that shit for a motherfucker who tried his best to cross it a crosswalk. You make it a crime. You threaten it. You let your guys threaten to arrest me and take me to jail for crossing at a crosswalk, for making a bad decision or something that hurt nobody, no victim. You let your man threaten to arrest me. You didn't do nothing to stop him.
Joe,
Yeah.
Kenny,
Yeah.
stop it. Joe, Joe, let's be
You're in
clear
trouble.
real quick on this fucking video.
It sounds like it, don't it?
They were not threatening to arrest you because you jaywalked. They were threatening to arrest you because you wouldn't give ID.
I would equate that to someone who says, I'm going to rob you. I'm only going to shoot you if you don't give me my money. So, yeah, the ID
That makes
thing.
absolutely no sense.
No.
All right, here, let me give
you're,
another.
you're
Yeah.
saying that he's
Take
going
another
to take
hit
you
and
to
go for the
jail
number one.
for not crossing at a crosswalk, which is not true at all. He was going to take you to jail for refusing to ID or give proper ID.
The ID bullshit is just a way around to take me to jail, in my opinion. I'll say
Did
it
you
outright.
go? Did you go?
I did not. I ID'd.
Okay, looky there. Instead, you want to accuse this guy
It doesn't
of
change that he
things.
threatened to take me to jail if I don't
Because
show
you
him
refuse
ID.
to ID, not for jaywalking. That's the point, Joe. You're telling this man that his people threatened to arrest you
Yeah.
for jaywalking. They
Yes.
did not. They threatened to arrest you for
I
refusing to ID.
I disagree.
Correct?
No, not correct.
Okay.
Just because I get pulled over for a broken tail light and I move too quick
You
and the
didn't
guy
have
hits
a
me in my
broken tail
face.
light.
Wait, listen, and the guy hits me in my face and shoots me and tases me. You're gonna say it was because you moved too quick. I say he can't hit me, shoot me, and tase me because of a broken tail light. That was over a fucking cross in the street.
And you would be wrong.
I'm entitled to my opinion. Thank you very
Hey,
much.
Joe.
So are the
Joe,
courts, and you would be wrong.
I disagree with the courts, baby. They ain't God. You just think so.
Joe.
No, I don't.
Joe.
I admit
you're-
they make mistakes because
All right,
everybody's
then.
a fucking human.
Then
But
why cannot I hold an opinion against the court?
Well,
because
Joe.
it's wrong. When they're
Joe-
right, they're right.
Okay, they've been wrong before, right? They had us
Joe.
3/5 human. They had Jim Crow laws. They had separate but equal. Yeah, they had black motherfuckers sitting on the bus. They have a history
You know what
of
the
being
key
wrong.
words in those sentences are, Joe?
Yeah, tell me.
Had.
Meaning there are none now.
H-A-D.
Meaning there are none now. They corrected them all after.
Right. Meaning Joe's saying that they can fix them. I mean, if they can change all that, hard stuff, why can't they fix this little stuff?
I'm saying there was a ton wrong then. There's a ton wrong now.
I'm out.
I think everyone agrees that there is a ton.
I'm sorry,
wrong.
Hank.
For this instance, Joe. You're really fired up in this instance in this whole situation, right? But
yeah,
they weren't going to arrest you because of what happened. If you would have just ID'd right away, there wouldn't have been a threat of that. There wouldn't have been anything, right?
Yes, you're correct.
That's all it is. So it had nothing to do with the crosswalk. The crosswalk was the initial reason they wanted your information.
So it did have something to do with the crosswalk.
Well, the initial
The probable cause.
stop, and then they wanted to get your information, and who knows, maybe they weren't even going to cite you. Who knows?
The crosswalk was a ruse to ID, in my opinion.
I still think they were trying to ID you because of who you
I
were.
think you're absolutely correct, and I think that's obvious as fuck.
Okay, Joe.
Yeah.
You stated that them IDing you was just a roundabout way to take you to jail, correct?
It was a ruse to get my ID. I don't think they really wanted to take me to jail.
You made the statement just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, didn't you?
That their IDing you was just a ruse to take you to jail. That's what you stated.
Yeah, if I said that, I probably did. I think I meant it was a ruse to ID.
Okay, so if it was ruse to take you to jail, and you didn't go to jail, then how's that a ruse to take you to jail?
No, I'd say I misspoke. It was a ruse to get my ID. I misspoke.
Okay.
Joe, I got to give you credit for one thing, though.
Yeah.
Not once did you say that they were trying to arrest you for filming in public.
No, I don't think. I'm sorry I said it. If I said that, Hank, and I'm sure you're
He didn't.
correct.
No,
I
you
don't think
didn't.
that.
That's why it was so refreshing.
I don't think they were trying to arrest me. I think they wanted to ID me and intimidate me a bit because of Tuck. They have a long history with that guy. They don't like.
You know, it,
Yeah,
it could very well be that, but I mean, looking at how Tuck is talking to them and
yeah,
interacting with them, I can see
yeah.
why they might like, well, this guy's with him. Well, look, he did something. Well, now let's find out who he is. I mean, you gave them the ammunition to do that to you.
Undoubtedly, I should have studied harder.
And officers have discretion.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah. Well, if they didn't have discretion, you would have gotten a ticket.
No, you take that ability to to ID a motherfucker because of a crosswalk. You let that little bullshit go. I'm 50 years old, mind your fucking business. I
Okay,
didn't get hit, blow me.
that's called officer discretion.
Yeah, they need to let everybody go with that. You don't get to fucking to give a motherfucker a ticket for crossing the street.
Then just take the law off the books.
Yes.
So people
But the
just
law-
cross the streets wherever the fuck they want to, getting run over left and right, causing damage
Or
to the
maybe
vehicles.
they could just put a crosswalk there.
Or just like in everything else, if someone is responsible for hurting you, they pay for it. At least I'm not being penalized, and hundreds of thousands of motherfuckers are penalized in case one motherfucker might get hit.
Did you receive a ticket for jaywalking?
I did, yeah.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Oh, how much was it?
They couldn't find me in the system, so I didn't sign it.
Okay.
Yeah. They printed it up, and then they was like, "Hey, we can't find you, man. We need more info." And you probably saw me say, "Oh, that's too bad. Oh, such a shame." So they never found
So
me.
you basically got off with a warning, pretty much, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. I'd say that. Yeah.
So you did not receive a ticket.
Well, I got it, and he printed it up. But it's just it was just generic, and he couldn't finish it. I was supposed to have to sign it, and they supposed to add it to their records. All the other shit never occurred because he already printed it before he realized I was going to be obstinate.
Okay.
But at the same time, you realize that because you refused to ID. I mean, at that point they were kind of well within their rights.
Let me mute up. I got cops. Hold on.
Oh no!
Quick, jump out of your car and cross
I'm
the street.
sorry. It's a bunch of them. I'm gonna cut out. I'm sorry. I got to go get these news.
They're watching Kenny's channel.
He's snitching.
Yeah, so there we go. So we saw Glenn. Glenn was, being Glenny. We were able to clear some stuff with Joe Cool. What'd you think of that whole interaction, Hank?
Well, are we going to watch the rest of the video, or was that it?
That was it.
Oh, okay. I think if he would have been less or more willing to hear the police officer out on what they were saying, I don't think there would have even been a ticket written.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if they were really after him, he would have gone to jail if he didn't ID well enough to write the ticket. But they probably would have been able to at that point. But essentially, they let him off with a warning, which was I would like to assume was the officer's intention from the get-go, was to educate Joe on crosswalks in that area and let him off with a warning.
Yeah.
But people will see it the way they want to see it.
Mm-hmm. True. Clockwork, what do you think, sir? Or did we lose him too? Oh, there he is.
Oh, wait, my opinion? Just give them what they asked for. I mean, fuck. They're people. The cops, quote unquote, are not this fucking monolith. They're people.
Mm-hmm.
You do what they ask, you'll go on your way.
What's up, people?
Odin, what'd you think, sir?
You're all a bunch of bootlickers.
We're all a bunch of bootlickers?
Are you
okay?
Are you being a fucking lens licker?
Yep.
Joe's a liar. Joe's a liar. Let me tell you why Joe's a liar.
Hold
Because
on,
the
I'm still
moment-
talking. Hold on, I'm still talking. Jeez.
Yeah.
Was Joe in the wrong? Yes. That stupid traffic thing, the crosswalk thing, it's stupid. They should have had it both sides painted so people can pick the direction they want to go instead of being impeded to go the direction the government wants them to go.
I don't know what the reasons for the intersection being that way, and it's not. And that's beside the point.
It is
I'm
what
not-
it is.
Yeah.
Carl, what do you think?
Damn.
Not much.
Well,
I
he
guess
thinks
not.
I'm
Okay.
fucking out. Yeah.
Okay. Tim, what do you think?
Honestly, I don't think it was about the jaywalking at all. Honestly, I think it was because Joe was with the big mouth next to him. And I mean, there was a reason that there was like 3 or 4 cruises there. I mean, they probably, I'm guessing they probably wanted to know who Joe was, hanging out with this guy since they already had a history with him. That being said, I mean, Joe could have handled it a lot, like smoother. You know what I'm saying? Just be like, what did I do wrong? He kind of got mad right off the bat. I think it was kind of a waste of time, to be honest with you.
Well, there was another stop in progress when Joe came up. That white Mustang was.
Oh, okay.
Was what
All
those
right.
stops were there for.
Oh, okay. And so they just kind of gravitated over, basically.
One officer engaged Joe when he saw him cross
Yeah.
the wrong point.
Yeah.
Now, whether that was because he was, I mean, you can speculate and say because he was trying to interfere with the cop watchers, or you can speculate that. I mean, opinions are opinions.
I mean, the fact is, and Joe admitted he was wrong about the ordinance. I mean, he did technically commit a crime, but again, I'm of the thinking that, if anything, that the cop should have just, I mean, if he was to say anything, I mean, because I mean, I jaywalk usually like 100 times a day. You know what I mean? I mean, the cop could have said, hey guys, could you use the crosswalk next time, please? And I mean, that's just thinking. I think it was a kind of an overreaction on both sides.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Thanks.
Near Carcor, what do you think, sir?
The problem I have is Joe's lying his ass off. There's no way in hell a cop's going to halfway write a ticket and say, all right, I'm going to let you go because we don't have enough info. The moment the cop originally said that, when he said the info you gave is not coming back with any info, right then and there, they should have, but they didn't. They used their discretion. They should have arrested him for giving false info because Joe has been arrested before and his info is on the computer.
Okay, that's the pass.
It doesn't matter. They still have him on. They still have him in the computer, so they know who he is.
And he might not.
Once you give your a name or some type of name, and it doesn't come back as anything, that means you're giving false info.
Well, if his real name was Joe, I'm not saying it is or anything, but his real name being Joe Smith, he could give his name Joe Smith with the date of birth. They're not going to be able to figure out who he is with that info, without more info.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean, without a date of birth and a name?
No.
A date of birth, a social security.
Okay, how many Joe Smiths do you think are in the country with that same date of birth?
You're not required to give your social security number, your phone number, your address, name and date of birth. That's the law.
No one ever said anything about Social Security.
Well, someone just did. That's all.
I did. I think it could have been. You can use anything.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean,
If
I
you're
didn't.
in that area, they're gonna have your name. They're gonna have you on record.
And before I was interrupted and told I was wrong, I was trying to say what New York Hardcore said about him giving false, could be arrested
Info.
for false info. He didn't necessarily give him false info. He just didn't. He probably just didn't give enough info for them to be able to identify him in the system off that because there's too many pings.
Because I again, I'm in the fire department. I listen to law radio all the time here in the county where I live. I hear it all the time. They say, all right, that info is not coming back to anything. They'll give them another chance. If they don't give their real name and date of birth, they will get arrested for giving false info.
I don't think anyone's advocating for giving police officers false info. I certainly am not. But there are certain times when you're required by law to give your information, and it's not we don't live in Nazi Germany.
Yeah, well,
You can't. Well, but cops in general.
Jaywalking's a good reason to get your info. Take it.
Jaywalking is that a crime?
Yes.
Yeah,
All right.
can you leave like references to Germany out of this, please?
All right.
Here's the biggest
I
misconception.
won't do that again.
It's a
Here's the
jaywalk.
biggest misconception: a victim does not have to be present for a crime to be committed. Let's get that out in the air too.
That's logical. Hey, there's a lot of cops out here. I can't film this because there's a kid in the car up there, so I wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, I was noticing that.
There's a lot of cops out here, bro.
Everything okay?
I don't know. Some domestic. One family is leaving in the car. If you can see it, where the cop has been.
Joe, you might want to turn the
it's,
other way.
yeah, if it's domestic, Joe, we don't want to see that.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna let you see nothing either, bro.
Yeah, I know. No, you wouldn't.
Well, that's a first.
So yeah, so Joe, I guess the conversation that's happening right now is in regards to there's some question as to why when they came back and said this isn't enough information, why they didn't press to get more information from you, because they technically could have taken you to jail if you wouldn't have given more information, right?
No, they cannot, because even once arrested, you only have to give your name and birth date. That's all you have to give.
They're going to get your info anyway when they fingerprint you.
Exactly. So, they would have had to escalate and fingerprint me, right?
Well, why would you arrest someone for jaywalking? Let's get down to brass tacks.
Giving false information to a police officer is a crime.
It wasn't.
It wasn't false information.
Right.
And if they came back and said there's no information, that's giving false information.
No. Hold on. Let me try to get in here. Joe Cool didn't give full information. He gave name, date of birth. He didn't give where he
That's all
lived.
you have to give, Odin.
And we're not disputing that.
Odin apparently is.
I am?
No, apparently he's making the argument that he gave what he had to give.
Right, but he didn't give enough. He didn't give more than he has to under the law.
Hey, quit confusing one person's argument with another.
Yeah, you're confusing it right now real quick.
Hey, calm down.
Joe did what legally he had to.
Yes.
Exactly. Right. I didn't give any more than I legally had.
Yes, Odin was disputing what New York Hardcore was saying, not saying what you're accusing him of, Paige.
Okay.
Pay attention.
Okay, Joe, can you be honest with us? You made so many edits. You made so many edits in that video. I'm willing to bet in like the last few edits, you and the cops and the other guy were hanging around drinking smoothies, cracking jokes and stuff, and they didn't really give you a ticket. Admit it.
No, the other guy, the last guy, you saw just about all of that. And when I made the film go dark a couple times, I didn't take nothing out. You hear car goes when it goes out. I didn't really take nothing out. I just put a little effect in there.
I don't know. I got a smoothie guy out in Tucson.
Yeah.
No. He'll be able to back
Okay.
this up. It's true.
Okay, now hold on. This regardless, here's the thing. I don't understand why they didn't give you, if they were gonna give you a ticket, they had your ID.
Yeah.
They had your ID number, they had your name, they had your date of birth, they had all that information. It
They
doesn't make
have
sense
all
to me.
the information, Kenny. They had my first, last, and date of birth.
So you didn't produce an ID.
I did not know.
Okay,
And
so you get
you
them
don't
your
have
name,
to.
your date
That's
of.
bullshit.
I agree, but I mean, if you don't have an ID, you don't have an ID. That's why they ask you for your name and date of birth. That's the only
Yeah.
thing they ask you for. Now
Okay.
they ran you. Now with that information, they should have just wrote you a ticket. Why didn't they write? They don't have to run you to write you a ticket.
Computerized ticket system, that's something I'd never seen, that actually prints up on a piece of paper right there. And
Yeah,
I think
this is a cool.
requires more information than what the antiquated law says you have to give. I think
Okay.
so
So
short.
So it's just some computer glitch that you were able to get out of it,
I
essentially.
think everyone acquiesces and gives him a middle name. If I gave him a middle, he'd have found me, I'm sure.
Well, they asked you for your
Once
full
you
name.
start working, once you
Well,
start
then
working,
you didn't give me your full name then.
Yeah,
once
you
you
have
start
to have
working
your
with
full
those
name.
computer units,
The law says first and last, doesn't say
No.
yeah,
full name.
once you start entering information into the computer unit, you cannot cancel the ticket. So
No, hold on.
Well,
Yeah, hold on.
And
Hold
you
on,
can
let me
give
see.
name, middle initial, last name.
No, it's first and last name and date of birth.
Yeah.
If you guys
Oh.
don't like that law, then
Jesus
you can
Christ.
absolutely, you can absolutely
Okay.
try to get
different jurisdictions have different laws on that. It's not the same across the country.
That one might be, man. I haven't ran into a place that requires more yet and watched Kenny pull up about 8 states that do.
Now here's the thing. It says right here, it said providing your legal name may be required. So here's the you may be required to give your full legal name to police if they ask. So it's not just
You
name
go.
and address. Let's think about it. Because what if Joe? Let's put a what if in there. What if somebody's name was John Smith? How many motherfucking John Smiths are there in the world? You're gonna need, and that could have the same fucking date of birth, could have the same middle name. So when they ask for your name, they are expecting you to give your full name.
I agree with you. They are expecting that.
If you want to look up the definition of full name, it doesn't. Middle name is not necessarily part of a full name.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, and I would disagree
Google
with
it.
that wholeheartedly.
Full name.
Wow.
I can't win.
Hold on, let me look it
Seriously,
up. Let me see.
Look it up.
Full-
Definition of full name.
When I'm asked to fill out a form and they want my full name, they want my first, middle, and last name
I
and
don't
suffix.
ever put my middle name when they ask for full name. Middle name is always optional.
No, it is not.
Oh my
No,
God!
it
Some
is
people
not
don't even
always
have a
fucking
middle name.
optional.
Listen, hold the fuck on. Listen. I have the definition right here.
Thank you.
A person's whole name, including their
Full
first name and surname, and often any middle names. So yes,
Often.
it is included.
Often. Here, sometimes people don't have middle names. I actually have two
Exactly.
middle names.
No, exactly. But if you have a middle name, you are
I could
required to give it.
I could put no. Well, you just took that from what he said. You just totally made that up.
No,
if
I
you
didn't.
have a
I'm
middle
reading the
name and you're
definition.
required to give it, you just made that up.
No, I
Where
just
does
read
it
the
say
definition.
that?
And I know plenty of forms
nobody's
that you
ragging
will
on
get
him now.
rejected if you don't put a full middle name on it.
What?
Like if
All
you
right,
go,
listen.
I know
Listen, here
plenty
we
of
go.
forms, like an application for a driver's license. If
Uh-huh.
you don't put your full name on there, including first, full middle name, and full last name, and any suffix that you might have, you won't get it your driver's license
You
because you
think?
did not fill out the.
I
Now,
certainly
here's
have
the
done
legal
it.
definition. Hold on, I have the legal definition. This is from Oxford. This is from the government.
Okay.
A full legal name means an individual's first name, middle name, or names, and last name or surname without use of initials or nicknames. There you go.
All right, so that's Oxford's
Ta-da.
definition.
No, that's legal.
That's
What do you
legal.
mean legal?
It's
The
from
legal
what?
That's
definition.
legal.
This is
Now
from
go have a
Homeland
drink
Security.
on me.
This is from Homeland Security.
Go have
So-
a drink on me now, Paige.
Who said that?
I'm,
All right, well,
I'm
here's
sure
what
you're pounding them down now.
Here's what
Joe,
I'm gonna say.
Joe, how much are you paying Paige to be white knighting for you? Come on, admit it.
And Joe, one more thing. Joe, one more thing. A victim does not have to be present for a crime or an infraction to be committed. Please get that.
Of
The
course.
state
Of
can
course.
be a victim.
Of course.
The
No,
state
no.
can be a victim.
A victim does not have to be present for a crime to have been committed.
Listen, I go bust someone's
They
window.
don't.
They're not at home. They weren't
It
present.
doesn't matter. You still committed a crime.
I agree.
Sure. Absolutely.
But a victim does not have to be present.
I
All right, hold on, guys. Carl, it says your device is not connected, so I can't bring you up.
Well, then why do you guys always say, well, if there's no victim, there's no crime?
No,
Well,
they
that's usually a sob sit argument.
that's not what
Yeah.
Joe argued.
Don't
That's
don't
more
confuse.
Of a, more of a Freeman
He
argument.
said it. He said it in the video. He said, "There's no victim. There's no crime."
Listen,
There's always
Yes,
a
he did.
victim when it's someone's personal property.
No
If you're
one.
taking away
Hey.
life, liberty, or property,
That's
then
not
of
what I'm
course
talking about. In
there's a
this video,
victim.
he said there was no victim.
No one is saying no victim present, no crime. You've altered the same.
Yeah, no one
No,
said
you guys
present.
say it all the time.
Yeah, no, you're saying it
Okay.
incorrectly.
Even when the person is there, they're still a victim. That is your contention.
The victim doesn't have to be present in order for the crime to be committed.
Joe,
But no
I've
victim.
I've heard auditors.
Yeah,
use
you're hearing it wrong.
I've heard auditors say this very same phrase: "No victim, no crime."
Yeah.
I'm not saying you have said it. I'm not
I've
saying
said-
Paige, you said it, but I'm saying so. That's what they're arguing. You guys are trying to tell them no, they're hearing it wrong.
No,
Many people have heard this.
He's saying no victim present.
Paige,
But the All right, I know. Go ahead.
He's saying that the victim must be present. No one added that. He's adding that. In
Oh,
this
yeah, no.
thing. That's what we're disputing.
Okay, that is true. All they
Technically,
say
the
is there's
Commonwealth,
no crime.
technically, the Commonwealth or the town or whatever is considered the victim.
Ding.
It is oftentimes, yeah.
You know, so I know it sounds kind of lame, but it's true.
State versus Joe Cool for Melissa's jaywalking.
How are you gonna do that? Is the state gonna come in the court so I can question them?
I wish
If
they
you-
would
if you-
sometimes.
Well, for the jaywalking, you're only going to receive a ticket. You don't go to jail for jaywalking. You go to jail when you do something else on top of it, like fail to identify.
Anything state versus
In Florida, you go to jail for jaywalking because it happened to Amanda. I don't know the other circumstances.
Because she failed to identify.
She failed to ID. It wasn't for
I
jaywalking.
didn't catch
It was
that
failing
part.
to ID.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't catch that part. I just know she went to jail for
Failing to ID.
jail.
No, it was failing to ID. It had nothing to do with what she was doing.
And in those cases,
I didn't hear that part.
the prosecuting attorney is representing the state in that count. In
Right.
that case.
There you go.
Yes.
I would love to know what her fucking background record is. I just can't figure out what her real name is.
Oh.
Who?
Actor Amanda.
Oh.
What?
So you used to be a firefighter?
I am a firefighter. I am.
know.
No, it's fireman. Yes, I've been one for 29 years.
Oh, you still are?
Yeah, I'm a volunteer fireman.
How many fires have you gone
In 29 years, how do you think how many?
I don't know. I'm asking.
I don't know. I don't keep track of it.
You
It's
don't have
not
any
fun.
idea?
It's no. There's in 29 years. Holy crap! It's not like
are there a lot of fires where you are? I don't know.
It depends on where I was. If I was in New York, yeah, we got a lot of fires. Down here in Georgia, no, not as many. I don't
But-
put notches in my belt.
Are you also a EMT?
I was in New York. I gave that up.
Okay. So in New York, when you were a firefighter and an EMT, when a call came in, you would respond in order
If
to
I
give
was, if I was not
medical
working,
treatment.
She's going to
If
want to
I
see
was
her
not
hose
working.
next, so what? Be careful.
I don't want to see it. So it's a plastic one.
Hey,
If
can,
I
can
was
I
not-
can I interject real quick for 1 second? Comma. As I said
Time's
to you
up.
before on another stream, could you get rid of that hashtag that you keep putting up? You know, the team please. Thank you.
I'm sorry, I don't know who you were talking to.
Comma.
There was someone in chat.
Comma
Someone in
Hurst.
chat.
Oh.
Someone in chat.
Yeah, you know, I just wanted to point that out. You
Actually,
have to listen to
I
me in
think
the other
that
panel.
there's a good possibility that is Mars Life. Because he was
Okay.
using that hashtag when he and Glenn were having when he called Glenn that.
All right.
I don't know. Either way.
Back to the video.
Thanks for letting me do it.
Video's
So
over.
you-
We're done
So
with
you
the
were
video.
a firefighter and an EMT in New York City?
No, Long Island.
Oh, Long Island. It's a kind of part of New York City, isn't it? I mean, it's not a borough,
No,
but
no, not even
that
close.
people don't consider it. Okay.
I was 50 miles east in a town called Patchogue.
Okay. So, did you get a lot
And
of calls for like medical treatment?
No, 'cause the ambulance is separate from the fire department.
Sure, but like so currently,
It's all volunteer ambulance and all volunteer fire department out on Long Island.
Oh,
really, they don't have like a. If someone is not volunteering that night, then you don't get fire assistance or an ambulance. Is that what you're saying?
No,
In a lot of communities, yes.
They respond when there's a call, and as long as they're not at work or have prior family gathering, things going on with the family, they don't go. If they're in town or they're at the firehouse, they will go. We never had a problem getting a truck out of the firehouse.
Yeah, my home is covered by a volunteer fire department. If there's not enough volunteers and my house catches on fire, I'm fucked.
Yeah, well, you'll get mutual aid from another town, but
yeah,
there are.
Oh, so the other town has to come in at that point? Is that how it works?
If a department can't get a truck out due to the problem between say 8 in the morning and 5 in the afternoon, will automatically mutual aid. That's usually what happens. There's an automatic mutual aid agreement with like 1 or 2 neighboring departments to respond to all calls, whether it be residential or commercial.
The only time I had a fire at my house, it took 1 hour and 20 minutes to get a fire truck here.
Jesus Christ, where the hell do you live? What state do you live?
Wow.
I live in Texas, but the volunteer fire department, they put the call out, nobody responded, and they did not notify the other jurisdictions, nobody was responding.
That's not good.
Well, I put the fire out before I even called it in, but I called in because I wanted them to check for hot spots to make sure my house didn't go up unexpectedly.
Again.
You have a fire extinguisher and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. We just when my boyfriend moved in, he got all that stuff. He's like, you need your alarms and your fire extinguisher and
There are
another video?
volunteer fire departments in the city of New York throughout each 5 boroughs except for Manhattan. I also was a member of 2 of those departments there when I lived in the city for 3 years. And they're very active.
All right, guys. I didn't want to go too long, so this has been fun, though. Hank, you got anything last minute to say before we go, sir?
Oh, good. Glad having you back. Hopefully, you had a good little vacation. Thanks again.
Clockwork. I guess he's not ready. Gary.
Thanks for having me up. And Paige, just for your information, eventually someone would be squirting water on the fire, if that was your last question.
Odin, sir.
I'll see you later, Kenny.
All right, Mr. Barry.
Kenny, thank you for letting me up. I'm glad you're back. Sorry about that strike. That's all BS, but you'll beat it, And if I could, if you don't mind, could I put a quick plug out to a mutual friend of ours channel?
Sure.
Gregory Santiago. Check his channel out. We had a blast this morning. Gary, you were there, weren't you?
For most of it.
Yeah. We had a blast. I mean, there was so much laughing. It was a lot of fun. So, guys, if you could subscribe to Greg Santiago, tell him Kenny sent you.
Paige.
This was my first time on your panel. I appreciate you letting me on. I had a really good time. I will be debating Schrodinger's cat tomorrow at 6 p.m. if you guys are subscribed to him.
No, yeah, really? Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got our
Why?
drinking
Can I-
games
can I
all
ask you a
set and
question?
ready.
Oh,
Question?
yeah.
Sure.
This is a serious question. Why?
Really? Why?
You won't win.
No, I mean I'm not trying to say. I'm not trying
Do
to
you
say
want me to answer the question, or
Yeah, I know, but I'm not trying to say I think you're stupid. Just thinking. I mean, the last person that tried to go on a debate with him, it didn't end well. So that's why
I
I was wondering
understand,
why.
and I think that's one of the reasons that I want to go up there is because oftentimes he picks sort of low hanging fruit, right? People that don't know how to explain themselves well.
Yes, and
People who aren't prepared for debates. So
Just don't drink on his debate.
I'm not, but
Liar.
yeah,
Make sure you bring
anyway.
paperwork.
Is this my time to speak, or are you guys going to speak? Okay, so why is because I believe that he oftentimes misinterprets the laws and makes videos making innocent people look bad, and I want to point that out. So I've got a bunch of videos and clips to display, and that we can talk about and have a hopefully intelligent discussion without a bunch of trolling. So
Okay. Well, good luck to you on that. I hope you.
Thanks.
I really hope you come
Listen,
prepared.
yeah, look, I've never had a debate before, and I know he's the master debater or whatever. So it may not go as well as as I think it's going to go.
It won't go well.
Right, but I'm certainly ready and willing to do it. So
Do you at least
Well,
know
you know
what
what?
the debate format is?
sort of. We've been emailing back and forth about it. Yeah.
So just, I guess the big thing I would say: stay calm. Don't
Sure.
get loud. I mean, just try your best. That's really all you can do, right?
Right. Well, I mean, here's the thing. I'm used to trolls. I mean, you can look in the chat right now. I won't be looking. I won't be looking at the chat during the debate. I'm just going to
Definitely don't do that.
try to stay
Don't do
focused
that.
on the issues that I would like to speak to him about, and
It's good.
yeah,
It's a good way to do it.
yeah.
Did you say 6:30? Is that Eastern time or what?
It is Eastern. 6
So
p.m.
so this is tomorrow.
Tomorrow at 6 p.m. Yeah.
Tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern. Paige B will be debating Schrodinger's cat on his channel, I'm assuming. So
Yeah.
if you guys want to check it out, you guys go ahead, check it out. It should be, if nothing else, it should be interesting.
Yeah. I mean, either way, yeah, whatever. It's gonna be fun.
I'm gonna pray for you tonight, Paige.
Hey, I gotta give it to her for being a good sport about doing it. There's a lot of people that won't go and debate him. So you know what? Kudos to you for at least having the courage to do it.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right.
You realize
You got anything last minute?
Nah, good.
All right. So I just want to thank everyone for joining. It has been a whole lot of fun. I am back, and I'll let you guys know more about the thing with Patty. Also, make sure you guys sub to Lavender 2. We will be having a live stream on some of the stuff we were talking about with Mr. Tuttle. So that will be either Monday or Tuesday. We haven't decided that yet, but so just I want to put that out there. Make sure you sub to her. If you haven't subbed to me, please sub to me. That would be awesome. Throw a like in there, and I'll see you guys again on another video. Peace.
Yay! Thank you.
I can't believe you two took that raving lunatic seriously. What do you think this is?